One of the easiest things for me is to express myself and my feelings in art. And as you'll see here from this picture, this is what came to me when I was feeling depressed. I mean, I painted it after I was depressed, but this is the feeling I get. And you start up the top with the sunlight, and you gradually, it's a great big curve. You slip down, and this is when you first start getting depressed. You really just curl it up in on yourself. You then go having crying jags. It's also very painful. So this is the pain and the knife, and it's just a way of explaining that it's physically very painful, depression is. And then you really slip down to the bottom where you're ready to give up your life to death.
Paul became ill shortly after my mom passed away. He basically exhibited different symptoms of bipolar. He was acting out. He was not himself at all. He did not walk out of the house nude, but the day he was shot and killed, he was nude. We weren't sure what was happening with him. Basically, he was a bright young man, very, very energetic, a poet, and we weren't sure what was going on with Paul.
The stigmas about mental illness, I think, have got a little better, but it's like anything else. People have their own opinions, and a lot of people still think, oh my, they're mentally ill. You know, don't go there, don't go near them in case it's catching, I think. So it has got better, but it's still there in a lot of cases.
We're at the corner of Milburn and Windsor. This is where my brother was killed. He laid right here, naked, a dead man, took his last breath.
Well, I actually help in the community by volunteering. It's very important, especially the police and firefighters and so forth, for them to understand about mental illness, because it can often be taken as something else, and mentally ill people don't need to be handcuffed and thrown in the back of a police car, and it does happen.
Mobile crisis is not unheard of in a lot of the areas in the country. What makes us a little different is we have a mobile crisis which has a crisis system behind that. So starting out with the mobile crisis is a team of clinicians that carry police radios and respond to calls from either from the police and 911 or from citizens that call in crisis. And the mobile crisis team would respond to wherever they are and do an assessment and then come up with a plan of what would be best for that client. One of the benefits of working with the police is we train with them on our safety, but we also train them on dealing with mental illness issues. So the officers on the street, especially here in Prince George's County, have gone through a lot of training in the field or in the academy with us to learn to deal with people with mental illness. And I think it's very, very successful over the years.
I would like to see a message got over. I would like to see the mental go out of mental illness. And like anything else, ADHD and all the others that have acronyms, I would like to see it called something like brain chemical disorder, because that would cover all of them, because that's what it is. It's various brain chemicals that are not being made in your body.
What I want the world to know about my brother is he was a decent, caring, loving person who cared about life. And he tried to do as best as he could while he was on this earth for the 28 years.